my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that ladder on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Bishop, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Bally's, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I would rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, they just shake me. Had to get it, how I got it on my phone to be.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Some serious pride on the line in this contest as these two divisional rivals take the field together for the first time this season. Almost a playoff atmosphere surrounding the game between these two bitter opponents. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Oakland Raiders. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Here's Bradford. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him puts him down.
In search of something here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Bradford. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged, because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. On second down, Anderson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. From the shotgun, it's Brad. And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. Jihad Ward in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. Now the second-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lock behind it. Wow. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. And not great starting field position here for the offense. A first carry now for Marshawn Lynch. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Back near his goal line. Here's Carr. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On first down, Carr. And complete, right side to Cook. And they'll get him down here at the 23. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Ground. This is Jalen Richard. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they
try to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Raiders. Shift together here from the D-line. They start the drive with Lynch. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
No surprise watching Marshawn Lynch scatter bodies as he runs, but I remember doing games of his at Cal, and I remember the moves, the jump cuts, the elusiveness, as well as the strength.
Carr to throw on second down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks, right at the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Here's Carr. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Derek Wolfe in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. 6-year man Marquette King on to punt, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard, and the Eagles out in front early. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And Denver getting set to take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The
leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Here's Bradford. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield. Second down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They run. Anderson. C.J. Anderson, the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's good to make it 14-0. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. Spinning away. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, the Colts, they'll be in Seattle to take on the Seahawks. And then Monday night, it's the Redskins getting a second straight night game as they'll head down to Arrowhead to take on KC. We're in October already. Can you believe it?
No, I can't. This one's moving fast.
Carr now on first down, eluding the pressure right. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Carr now on first down. And an alley to run. And he's brought down. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first and 10, here's Carr. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Todd Davis coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Carr. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. On play action, now Carr. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Derek Wolfe in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. And now Sebastian Janikowski on from long distance. He's hit from 61 and 63 in his career. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is.
Distance was never an issue, not in this mile-high air, but it doesn't matter what elevation you're at if you don't put it on target. And this one kind of takes off on him.
On first and 10, Bradford. Green's got it over the middle. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Following the penalty, Anderson. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
Now only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. that only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it, and even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold it.
That's Cordero Patterson hauling it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. First down, the run with Lynch. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Hey, 734.
Running for it. Here's Lynch. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to Denver right after this. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Bradford. He's going to wind up and air it out. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
On 2nd down, Bradford again. Looking long for Thomas. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Bradford. A dump off for Dixon. It'll be a gain of 8 yards. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And McManus able to put it through. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So a good kick there, and they wrap up the drive by putting 3 on the board.
And you know, let's face it, you're not always going to come away with 6. Defense in the NFL are just too good. But you've got to come away with something. And there, they get 3.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened. happen there.
That factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And that is incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. To throw again. Carr escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack from his outside linebacker spot. He comes up to drop him for a loss of 10. Second down, Bradford. They'll find the rookie from La Tech. It's Carlos Henderson. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. The Broncos on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the gun, Bradford. Man open left side is Brown. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards. First down.
Well, that's the desired outcome coming out here in the second half of being able to run the football and establish a little bit of pace and maybe even a bit of dominance at the line of scrimmage. And they want that to continue. Way too early to think about this being ball control time. But the way they're running it, you got to think they may want to continue that and see if they can go ahead and grind their opponents into submission.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And now look at him go. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
and you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Second down now after the pass completion. Now a run with Anderson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Now Bradford. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one. Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. How will Marshawn Lynch fare? That's the question in the Bay Area. Been out of the game for a year. What do you think?
I think he'll fare just fine. I don't think that they'll use him as often as he was used in Seattle. But when they turn him loose, I think it'll be to great advantage for Oakland.
A 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, if we had any questions, that run kind of answered him. He's still Marshawn Lynch.
Hasn't lost a thing. Maybe running with a renewed sense of purpose and energy after that year off. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
3rd and 2, and they ran the ball for only 1 yard, and everybody's going to scream at the offense. Let's give a lot of credit to the defense on that play. Defensive front out leveraged the offensive line. They got more people to the football. Yeah, they won that battle in a big way, and they're forcing a big decision now by the guys on offense.
I guess they figured they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And this is caught. Amari Cooper. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are back within a score. Janikowski on for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. Out to kick is Janikowski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Again, Anderson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. 10th carry now for Anderson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
An update now from out in Southern California. The Chargers have just scored, so they've taken the lead in that ball game. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Second down following the run. They'll try to throw now. Bradford. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Bradford to throw it. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. And tough starting field position here. Carr gives to Marshawn. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to punt the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. He's got room to run past the 20. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch, 94 yards. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead. Janikowski now for the point after. And they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. And coming out now, the Broncos. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A first down throw for Bradford. Green with a catch left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Bradford on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Broncos on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at the 15. Oh, little 360. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Raiders will take possession. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Lynch. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now Carr on the bootleg. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Carr. This one caught left side by Cooper. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Shift together here from the D-line. On 2nd down, Lynch. He's to the 10. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. And with that, the lead is up to 8. Out to kick is Janikowski. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, a fourth-quarter score now from Tampa. And that one's pretty well wrapped up as the Giants have grown their lead even further. A win would be their second on the young season. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Bradford. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Anderson loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Throwing, Bradford. And it's caught over the middle by the tight end, Green. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Broncos on third down. Just one conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bradford. Drops it underneath to Dixon. Breaks through the contact. That burst good for 20 and a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one and another first down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterback...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Flush to his right. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
A toss play. This is Lynch. And some room to work. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They run again on first down. Lynch had the nifty footwork, but only able to get it to his own 20. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. shotgun with Lynch. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Well, let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. 3 here in this game, 4 in last week's game.
You know I do my research, right? And I go all the way back to the best coaches that have ever been in this game, and all of them started with ball security in some form or another, understanding that taking care of the ball was the key to winning games. They can't believe what they're seeing right now because they spend all this time on it with the fundamentals, taking care of it, tucking it away, and they're not doing it.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. Over the middle, he finds 10 at the 8. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw them.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Marlon Brown, the intended receiver. And it's third down. Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part 1. Part 2, the 2-point conversion.
Throw the 2-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
This offense so far on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. And we will get a time. 2 ticks left. The Broncos on third down, not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. One last shot now for Bradford. And this is going to be caught. On the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a 2-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
And understandably, this crowd is in an absolute frenzy. But they've got to back it off a little bit, let the guys operate, and they need to take a deep breath as well. They still got to get a 2-point conversion in order to tie this one.
Here's Bradford. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th now in Carson. And the Eagles have taken a lead late in that one. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. Uses the stiff arm. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. On the carry, it's Lynch. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. In overtime, you have to be smarter than that.
A personal foul just can't happen. Have to have poise.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. Following the penalty, Lynch. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill out the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Play clock winding down. This is Lynch. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. They run. Lynch. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Wasn't able to get anything, no gain. Fumbled once already. Maybe he's being a little careful. Not necessarily on that play, but I'm sure that's in his mind somewhere.
Oh, without a doubt, because protecting the football is job one for anyone who's carrying it, and that's exactly what he tried to do on that play, but it didn't gain him any yardage.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. All right, so they're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now it'll be up to their defense to try and see this one out.
So remember now, a field goal on this next drive would get us to sudden death. Any kind of turnover or turnover on downs would end the game, as would any touchdown. So this one's still very much up in the air.
And Denver getting set to take the field. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 90 catches, close to 1,100 yards last year for Thomas. For most guys, that'd be incredible. For Thomas, those numbers his lowest since 2011.
Well, he does have his old offensive coordinator back, so I'm sure he's expecting to get back to his former levels of play.
Second down, Bradford. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco 1st down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now a second down throw for Bradford. Left side here to Sanders. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Both Sanders and his running mate, Demaryius Thomas, have been over 1,000 yards each the last 3 seasons. Demaryius Thomas takes care of a lot of stuff downfield. Emmanuel Sanders likes to work inside the margins.
Great compliment for each other, aren't they?
Yeah, they work very well together.
And that is incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and run for it with Janovich. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So it'll be first down here after the run. Anderson. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here at OT. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now Bradford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Close there. He caught it, just wasn't able to stay in bounds.
And that's where the sideline, it was used as a 12th defender. You know, 11's legal. This one is an imaginary one that my college coach used to call Sammy Sideline. Sammy Sideline can protect you at times. In the next case, that's exactly what he did for the defenders.
Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Bradford saying, let's go, fellas, urging his guys to get set. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. This to potentially keep this game alive in OT. And we're going to get whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the extra session. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially keep this game alive in OT. And he missed it. It's no good, wide to the left. And the 3 points on the opening possession of overtime hold up, and that's how this one's going to end. This was an excellent affair to witness, Charles, but there's always that part of you in the pit of the stomach when some guy has to be sort of the scapegoat, as they were here on the missed field goal. You just hate that, don't you?
A little bit of empathy there, right? That means that we still kind of have that. I know that the team that